Come on, son, I'm ready. Welcome back to Let's Talk the Talk. I'm here in the building today with someone special, some up and coming artist. He has a bright future. He's doing this thing out here. We're going to try to network him today. We're going to have him talk about how he fell in love with his passion and how he's going to be going forward. I guess going forward like I was going forward in the future. So tonight we have Israel Nolan in the building. For anyone who don't know, you want to give a little background about yourself, man?
Uh, yeah, my name's Israel Nolan. I go by Izzy with a 1 instead of an I because I thought that was innovative at the time. I grew up in Bel Air, Maryland. I went to Bel Air High School. I just graduated.
Shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. Has it hit you yet?
School spirit. I had no school spirit, bro.
I get it. Like at the end of my year.
Like, we go to football games and I sit there like, we're losing this one.
Yeah. Oh, yo, that was definitely my last couple years of high school. Like, I'm just going just to go.
Right.
I know we're not going to get no dub. I know we're not going to get no dub. But
it wasn't a single game that I was like, we can do this.
He said, I don't have the we spirit.
Nah,
I have the me spirit as in I showed up and did my part, so I need y'all to do yours.
Senior was fun though.
Senior was
alright.
Man, has it hit you yet? That like, yo, man, I'm out.
It hit me, it hit me like right when I saw Elon going to school. My little sister. I was just like,
I'm not waking up with her either. Like,
nah, I wasn't waking up. I just heard it. Like, man, 6 a.m. What are you doing up at 6 a.m.? I was like, oh, right, you got school. And it's like, that was such a, like, those 13 years, that was such a, like, structured thing for me.
Yeah, it is.
I have to leave that. It's just, it's a little difficult because now it's like, all right, you have the chance to do what you want to do, so go do it. And there's no blanket anymore. There's no, at least I could go back to grade school.
Yeah, there's no it's that whole welcome to like this is the real world, like
one of my favorite songs, John Mayer's song, No Such Thing. He had a line in it, like the first line, it was like, she said, "Welcome to the world," she said to me condescendingly. Like, it always seems like whenever somebody says welcome to the world, it always seems like something that's just like, you have fun, but
you know there's gonna be some
So it was like,
definitely
saying,
tough roads.
Get rid of all your dreams. Don't even try to have them. Just keep that 9 to 5. Real firms need you right now.
He said they need a team leader right now. You don't know how many chicken the people need.
Exactly.
But like, I mean, trust me, yo. Like, I get it. Like, when I first got out, I say first got out, like I just got out of the bed or something. But when I was done, I was like, I just woke up one day. I was like, damn, like this it. And like, I didn't really believe those people who were like, yo, you were gonna miss those days. I think until like I was like, it was like my second year out.
Mm-hmm.
I did my semesters at college. Yeah. And I was working, and then like one day I was just like, I was riding by and I rode past my high school, and like I seen everyone walking down, laughing, geeking. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm on my way to work.
You know what's up? And that's the thing, you didn't have to go through it with COVID in between.
No, not at all.
So I missed a whole year basically.
Yeah, you did, yo.
Getting to know people and just being around. So when I decided to take full days instead of half days, when all my friends decided to take half days, it wasn't for the fact that, I had a couple extra credits. It was the fact that I just wanted to.
Yeah, you want that full school experience that, like, sadly that half the people literally miss. Like, I think we had Axel's little brother here, and he was like, "Yo, man, like think about it, like." Prom was canceled, homecoming, like all the sports that people did. Like there was
like my older sister. She had her prom canceled, and like there's a lot of stuff that happens as a senior that you don't realize that there is until you become one.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's people that graduated in 2020 that didn't get to experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it is because you don't get to go back. You don't get to go back to high school. You don't get to enjoy them days. You know, you just gotta move forward. So like, I give all y'all the credit for that because like I don't even know how I would handle it. Like, just missing out on being a team. That's what it really is.
Yeah.
You know, everything got shut down. We had curfew, and you know that means we didn't get to go out to hang with the friends. And like I can only imagine because I know during my school time, like we were out, we was outside. So you know,
it's a blessing that PS4 is a thing. Cause that's how we did. You just played just played 2K20,
and that's
the entire time.
That's funny you said that because me and X was like, people like us, it's like
Yeah.
we kind of really didn't miss a step because we were still in contact.
Right.
So that's like kind of like, you know, the gaming. I feel like in that point when that happened, like the whole gaming community like really like
it really
melted together. Where it's like, hey, bro, I know I'm gonna see him online.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like
It's like, what you doing, bro?
Yeah, it's like, what you really doing? Like, I'm online.
Yeah. It's like Chris Tucker and Friday. You lost your job. You got fired on your day off.
Like,
you ain't got nothing else to do.
So
be my big man.
Yeah,
be my big man.
So it was like you never really missed it. I think with that too is like I think it really made people bond too because it's like, well, I mean, I did my little family time because I felt like in COVID everyone had like a family time. Everyone had like a series, a series that they all watched together or something. Because I know with mine, we were all watching a show called Longmire, and I was like, all right. And, you know, once we get done the 2-3 episodes, you know, we all go and do our own thing. And it's like
me and my sisters went on a Disney movie marathon. So during that summer, my voice is crap, but during that summer, we were watching. We went to Treasure Planet. We watched Atlantis. We just watched one movie each day.
That's that bond. See, that's the thing that
It's just something we love to do, and I love Disney over like. Just by itself, I could watch it by myself, but doing it with your sisters and being able to have that camaraderie, knowing that you're not just brother and sister, that at that point you're friends.
Yeah,
that makes it different.
Oh yeah, it completely hits different to where it's like it's just on a different spectrum. Being like, yo, like we that cool, like be that cool, like that's what's up to be that cool. Because I think sometimes in certain situations like that, sometimes being around the other person for too long, you start to be like, damn, bro, I did not know yo really chewed that loud. Yeah. Like, that's just on my
You start focusing on things.
Yeah, you start focusing on like the little smallest things, and they're like, that shit's pissing me off.
That way, bro.
Yeah. like you just start picking up the littlest things, like,
yeah.
Bro, the way your left pinky hit the ground every time you walk, like, how you do that? And it's like, bro,
it stretches out from the rest.
Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm just walking. So I definitely, man, I have definitely loved, like, I love the time with my family because I think I got my whole family hooked on, like, this one candy that, like, I found, like, I was trying to beat curfew home because we had to be home before 12.
Yeah.
It's like 11:50. I'm like, oh my God, yo. And this is when they were frequently doing the stop. They were frequently doing stops. Like, what are you doing outside? So I'm like, all right, I only got a couple things to pick up. And I'm like, they didn't have regular Skittles, and that was on my list to get for everyone. I seen these yogurt covered Skittles and
I've had the yogurt covered Skittles. Those are bumping.
Bomb.
Those are bumping.
I'm like, all right, let me take a chance on this. I was like, I don't know, man, bro.
You know what I had just yesterday for the first time?
What was it?
Pumpkin pie Kit Kat.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was amazing. It actually tastes like pumpkin pie.
Where'd you get that from?
My sister got it. Well, somebody got it from my sister, and she said she found it at Walmart. And then my dad went to go to Walmart, couldn't find it.
It's usually something like that.
It's usually stuff like that that's hard to find.
Yeah, because I've seen, was it the birthday cake Kit Kat?
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I've seen the mint, and
there's this blueberry one.
I didn't see the blueberry one. I haven't seen that one.
That's at Royal Farms. Like that's what I saw.
I seen like a pinkish one, a pinkish like reddish one.
Yeah, the strawberry. The strawberry.
Is that could be it? Like, oh, we got people tuning in. We all. What's up? Shout out Christina. Christina, she said the bro and the bro. You already know we got Doc Venable always put me in my place. He says Saquon stay getting fired on his day off. Look. What I do on my day off is what I do. It's what I do. It's my business. You know, I sit around 8 hours, be on the game. 9 times out of 10, contemplating on starting that Twitch.
Nah, I got a good friend that has a Twitch called iPerks. He's really good, but he doesn't do 2K. He does stuff like Apex and stuff.
Yeah. I felt like nowadays where it's like I wouldn't consider myself like really good, but like there's certain games I may pop off for like 9 or 10. But I think like my personality.
Yeah.
I think the people I'm with too, and you know I don't know if I'm saying I'm proud to say it, but like my rage moments are like pretty spot on, and like my insults is probably you know
being on the game is just it's free fun.
It's so I literally you know what's crazy that I've been seeing these posts recently that are being like I can't get with a man that's in like the games. I'm like what do you mean like dude's home?
Right.
Like we home. Home like we.
Like I don't know why that's the case. Even it goes both ways. Why you hate somebody for loving what they love?
Yeah, everyone like I always said, everyone has their hobby. Everyone has their thing. You know, it's like you watch reality TV show that's not 9 times out of 10 not real. Yeah. I like to be in a real I like to be in a battlefield that's not real.
Right.
You know,
sitting over here watching Kim.
Come on now,
I'm watching God of War, bro. Like let me do me.
Masterpiece. That's glitz and glamour.
Yeah,
it's like that's how I look at it sometimes. Because sometimes, these games are literally like movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at The Last of Us. Like, it's like a cinematic movie.
Detroit Becomes Human. It's probably my favorite.
Oh man, that was
like
good.
It felt like iRobot, but deeper.
That's kind of what I was getting at. I was like, this has like a whole different kind of meaning. Like, this is I like how they broke. I like the different parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
You get you get the outside, and then you get 3 different stories that comes together as one. Like you can't beat. That's just good writing. Yeah. That's just good writing.
Having across the board, that was let me tell you.
Man, starting to be like one of the few games I'd be like,
yeah.
It
was one of those things where I was just like, man, if this was just a movie in it of itself, I'd go watch it.
I'll go watch it. Yeah, I think certain games like that definitely have that kind of feel.
Yeah.
Like I said, The Last of Us. What was the one game like that? Mafia 2. Oh my god. I'm still like cheering out them days where like you literally get done shooting at like what they call back in the day. Like the planetarium.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get done doing that battle at the planetarium, and you saved your homeboy, and then at the end of the game, y'all get in 2 separate cars, and you're like, oh, yo's getting whacked. Like, you for real?
Oh God.
Like, I get promoted,
right?
And yo got promoted with the fishes. Like, can't be doing that, bro. Can't be doing it.
Sorry out here for a Mafia gamer.
Yeah.
Sorry out here.
Sorry out here, bro. It's like I even feel like Lincoln Clay didn't really get that. Other than like going in the bayou and finding who we want to find, you can do it. For everyone that don't know, you get that Mafia 3, go search that bayou. You know.
I haven't played Mafia 3.
You ain't played Mafia? Oh man.
I'm more of a 2K gamer, if I'm being honest.
Hey, I don't blame you. I know we definitely talked about that 2K off cam. Yeah. We definitely I'm definitely copping that. Yeah. I'm just waiting.
Excited.
I feel like I want to see more gameplay first.
Yeah.
Before I get it, which is like I think I know the main reason why I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I haven't had the Jordan challenges since 2012.
Yeah. That's the first 2K I ever played.
Was 2012?
2012, yeah.
Good year to start off.
Nah, it's so crazy because at 9, just like playing that for the first time, I never would have expected that it would become what it is. Like I got it in a bundle with MLB 2K12, so It was that. It was NBA and MLB, and that's all I was playing.
That's all.
Yeah.
I can't baseball is like half and half. I am trash when it comes to pitching.
Yeah.
Just certified garbage. But I'll catch. Oh man, outfielder, second baseman, first baseman. I got you.
Yeah.
But throwing that ball, nah, bro. I am certified. Like the meter don't help me at all. I feel like I'm all off.
Yeah.
And then I gotta really be paying attention. Like, yo, my dude gas. No wonder why he.
No, it used to just be a right stick flick back in 2K.
Yeah.
And then they went to the show and just went to a button.
So like, all right. I guess so. Because at first I was comfortable with the meter.
Yeah.
I was comfortable. I was real comfortable. And then I was like, all right. And then I did watch someone online who was like, nah, you'll start using the analog. So at first, like, man, when I went to the park,
Yeah.
I started using the analog. And then the jumper I made,
Yeah.
nasty. And then the 13 came out.
Mm-hmm.
Just was not hitting it with the flick.
I love 14 though.
14 was your favorite?
14 was one of my favorites.
What will be your favorite 2K?
17. I know that's like cliche, but I really did have a 610 build that could do it all.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not bad. I would probably say 8.
8.
2K
I played that one.
with Chris Paul on the cover when he played with the Hornets.
Kevin Durant. The Kevin Garnett cover.
2K that was 2K9. This Kobe was 10.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 8 was like my first I'm not gonna say my first introduction because I was a sucker for NBA Live 2005 with Carmelo on the front.
Yeah.
But it was like that, and then I took a real long break from like sports games, unless it was like NCAA. I always made an exception for NCAA football and NCAA basketball. It was just a different. But anything else, no. I took like a mean break, and that's when I really hopped back on like my SmackDown versus Raw, and like man, couldn't tell me nothing of those days, yo. Soundtrack was booming.
Had it made back then. We had it made.
Yo, we really did. I mean, the same way as like people are still going back to like, man, I haven't been right since I played, when Black Ops first came out.
Yeah, I didn't start playing Black Ops until like 2 years ago. I didn't start playing Call of Duty in general until 2 years ago.
It's not for everyone. I would definitely say that. It's definitely not for everyone.
Nah.
No.
But I had fun. It was just the fact that it was like I never found it interesting. Like it was just like there.
Yeah, sometimes I do. I get that a lot where they're like, I'm just here to play it to pass time, or everyone else was on, so I'll be on. So it's like, yeah. But it is what it is. But you are also in the music industry. Yeah, how'd you get into that?
The music industry, just the love of music.
The love of music. So let me rephrase this. What age did you be like, you know what? I like this. I like the sound of everything. Like I like the instruments, like everything that has to do with music. Like what age did you think that you was like?
10.
I think I can do it. Like 10?
Yeah.
10?
I'll say this. You grow up in a church, all you have is music. Like, that's all me and my sister used to do. Like, there's a picture that my mom probably has of me and my sister with a off mic just singing into it. Like, it was like...
Like it was on.
Like, it was on. Like, we were in the pew singing. And I used to, after service, just go up and play on the drums like I was doing something with it, just beating on them, really. Or go over to the organ. They always had some old person like, get off the organ. You're not supposed to be on there. And then my dad, we'd have rides to my football games or just rides around. And he'd have on Funk Town. I think that's what it called on Sirius XM. And it was a lot of Soul Train, a lot of Stevie Wonder, a whole lot of
It's a lot of the classics, the old hits.
Classics. And I used to hate it. Because it didn't seem cool back in elementary school.
Yeah.
Listening to music from the 70s.
Yeah.
Because at the time, all we knew was Kiss Bop. Like, that's all we knew. So, if it wasn't Kiss Bop, it wasn't for me. One day, out of the blue random, ironically, there was this song by the Blue Magic called Sideshow that really caught my eye. That I just really loved the message to. So I asked my dad for his phone, because YouTube was a thing at that time, which was really dope. And we're going into the Golden Corral, and all I remember is just playing that song in my ear the entire time we were at Golden Corral. And that's when I really fell in love with music. And then you go, everybody had a Michael Jackson phase.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Michael Jackson phase. So watching him do what he did and the resiliency of what he did, that also influenced me to want to make music myself. So that's kind of where I fell in love with music, and then I didn't start making it until I was 12.
Oh really?
Writing lyrics.
Oh, I was just about to ask you that. So you was already started out look, this song, then changed the whole perspective, the way of you were thinking, and at 12 you're just well, I think what made you think well, let me write something down, because you went from 10 to 12, and then
so at the time Disney had this thing called The Next Big Thing, on Radio Disney, and it was at the time where Shawn Mendes was picked as Disney BT. So I was just I was listening to some of the songs that he dropped, and I was just I could write a song for him. So I did. I wrote down a song for Shawn Mendes. It was called Thunder and Lightning, and the only good part was the hook. It went thunder and lightning for love, trying to get to you, my love. You can't ignore the thunder and lightning. And then what I wanted from there was to make a band of just people to make songs with, and it would have been me and some friends, and then at a certain point it just went from, all right, I don't think they want it as much as I do, so it's
so you kind of gotta go into business for yourself.
Which I wasn't really super serious about making music until I was about 15. Because at that time, I still wanted to be an NFL player or something.
Yeah, you still want to, have the other...
Just the regular boy dream.
Yeah.
Of being
a professional athlete, I think most boys would be yeah.
And then a switch flipped. And then I started actually telling people that I wanted to make music, and a good amount of them laughed at me.
A lot of people will laugh at your dream, just thinking of being you out of everyone else.
It's you, come on, man. You, it's not even they heard what I had. They just automatically
assume.
Assumption.
Yeah, they just assume.
It's a laugh is just as bad as saying, "Have you seen anybody from here do the same thing?"
Yes.
It's almost as bad, and that's what sucks, because some of the people that laugh were friends.
Yeah, they be the ones you least expected from.
Yeah, and then I started making it, and then they started to come around, and then they heard it, and then they liked it, and I was just I kind of know what I'm doing, guys. That sounds arrogant.
No,
but it's
because if they're already assuming that, because I feel when that happens, when it's assumption like that, they can already kind of figure out what category that they think that you're going to be in, or that you're going to rap about or sing about. They already kind of have that expectation already drawn up in your head. So when you show them something that's completely different from what they are, they're dumbfounded.
Yeah,
that's literally the word I can use. Just dumbfounded, because you look stupid, because you're if you would have just gave me a chance,
right,
it wasn't be on no,
Yeah, I didn't think I would be Michael Jackson the minute I started making music. Because if we're being honest, Michael Jackson, he probably didn't write most of his songs in the first place when he was 13. And later on he did. But when I first released that first song called "Fall Into Place," I told you this, but it was terrible. Like it was well, people said they liked it, which I didn't believe.
You thought they were just being
I thought they were just being nice. But it's low key what I needed to hear I kept going.
Because no one wants to be like, well, this is my first, and they be like, no, yo, that's trash.
Yeah, they were. There were people that were sharing it that I didn't even think would share it at the time. They were just supporting, and that meant a lot.
Kept you going?
Yeah. So I dropped the next song after that, which was called Sometimes, and it was like way better.
Yeah, it's like what we said off camera too. It's like you're not gonna just hop right in and be the best.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, no matter where you come from, who helped you out, like no, this is something that you literally had to be like, no, I want to perfect my craft in this. You kind of
gotta suck at it for a little bit.
You got to, you know, and that's like almost like anything. You know, you're not gonna go and like this is your first job. You're not gonna go in and be like, yo, I'm gonna know everything.
Yeah. One thing I do have to say, there was this guy named Josh Scott who on the bus, he was the only person that when I told him I wanted to make music that didn't laugh. He was like, all right, what do you got? So I'd show him lyrics like while we were on the bus, and every time I had some lyrics to show him, he wouldn't be like, nah, not today. He'd always be like, all right, what do you got? And he'd be honest. He'd say, that's really good, or that could use some work. And even to this day, there's I send him the songs that I'm gonna put on this next album, and he'll be honest. He'll say, that one's good, or that one needs some work. I don't like that one.
Yeah, sometimes you need those honest people.
He kind of gave me this disclaimer. He said, and I never took it this way, but he was like, I don't want you to think I'm trashing you. I just want you to know that I see the potential, and I just want you to make the best possible. And he has my utmost respect.
Yeah, because you don't want someone to sugarcoat anything, even if it is your friend. You know, my mom always tells me too. It's like, yo, if your real friends can't tell you like what's really going on, then you don't need them, because no one needs no yes man. If like it goes like, if I'm in the wrong, you gotta tell me I'm in the wrong. You gotta let me know.
But it's like, don't do it in a way that's
don't do it disrespectfully.
Yeah.
You know, there's ways of going about it. Like how he said, I don't care for this one. This one could be a touch up. Yeah. This one's bomb. He's not being like trash, rewrite, throw away. Yeah. This is the only good one you got. Yeah. Like it's not like that. There's levels to it. Being like you said, this verse right here, you might want. There's a word missing. There's something missing.
You know that song? Don't Mean a Thing That I Told You. Well, that's one of the songs he didn't like. So, and you got to take that into account that some people just aren't gonna like.
Yeah. Oh, for real. Yeah.
Some people just aren't gonna like what you make all the time. So
that's real, especially in the industries that we're in right now.
Yeah.
Not everyone's gonna like what you gonna say. Not everyone's gonna mess with the type of beat you like. Not everyone's gonna like just like anything. You know.
Nobody likes change. That's the truth. Nobody likes change, and I doubt. Even listening to what I make, if somebody were to listen to it and like it, they'd be like, yeah, but it's not this. Like, I'm not making the same type of music as someone like Yeet or NBA Youngboy, which I got respect for them and I like some of their songs. But
no, you gotta be like, you.
Yeah, they're kind of the meta for everything, because it's these songs that are so beat centric that.
The lyrics don't really mean nothing.
The lyrics either don't really mean anything, or you can barely hear what they're saying.
Because the beat is just so.
Now I'll give Young Boy some props. Like, he made a song called Heart and Soul where he was really like spitting on that jiffy. But there's other artists like, and especially people that are trying to come up now that think that's what they need to do.
Yeah, I stand by that a lot of times, because I see a lot of things where we talked about earlier too. It's like, nah, bro, let's it's cool. Yeah. It's a cool trend. Yeah. But like, you also want to be yourself too, and not just 100% just jump into a trend and be like, yeah, this is me. When it's like, in reality, it's like, that's not you.
Like I can make those type of songs.
Yeah, you can
If
make
I
those
really
songs if you
wanted-
really
like,
wanted
if I
to.
really
If
wanted
you
to,
really
but I don't
wanted to
want
follow the trend, but you don't want to.
Right.
And that's what's good about you is that you want to be authentic. You want to be true to yourself. Because a lot of people in the industry, you know, they come in true to themselves. They get that one person in the ear with like, well, maybe you should change the beat like this. Maybe you should change the hook. Maybe you should do this with the verse to try to put it on something that's trendy where it's like, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I get it. Maybe one track will be like that.
And that's the thing. Once it becomes trendy, it kind of becomes taggy too.
It does. Because now you're looped whole in with everyone else in the run. So it's like, why not set myself aside by doing what I'm doing now? So it's like this is. Plus, me personally, I just find it more nobler.
Yeah.
I just find it more nobler. Like I talked to you about it. Like all this other thing with podcasting, I could be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But I want to be true to myself, and I want to be authentic to everyone else that comes in. So when they do see me, you know, out in the street, they don't be like, yo, you don't look like how you look on camera. You don't talk like how you talk on camera. Like, what's you, a facade? And it's like, I'm not trying to make it no facade.
Like having like a podcast voice or like a broadcasting voice. I get it for stuff like if you're broadcasting for like games or stuff, but like doing stuff like this, if you're not authentic, you can't really. You're not gonna grow.
You're not gonna grow in this, you know. And number two is like in our day and age, like we can look through a camera and be like, yo, you're faking.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. People can spot it. Like
people can.
Don't try to underestimate somebody's intelligence.
Exactly.
People
Absolutely.
know when you're not being you.
People, especially the people that actually know you.
Yeah.
So if I come in on here and you see everything different, and I'm like, what's going on doing? Like, that don't seem like down to earth, and now he talking about all this other like trendy like.
Right. It's not like you're gonna see me take my shirt off like Gibby and start singing.
Yeah.
That's not me. I can't do that.
He said Gibby. Oh.
I take my shirt off and I don't stop breathing.
Gibby was my freaking spirit animal for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like a self thing going, and I was like, well, damn, if this little guy.
You know what's
take off his shirt.
I was watching this Crew League video, and it was Glenn Davis in like this weird like showing off bodysuit. They asked him, why is he looking at why you dressed like that? And he said, Lizzo gave me so much body confidence, man.
Yeah, you know, it's like you know, like that confidence and yeah, man. When you brought up Glenn Davis, I was like, damn, bro. The first memory I had is when KG just straight like dogged him on the bench.
Yeah. KG was ruthless.
Just dogged him on the bench and him just walking.
My favorite thing KG's ever said was when he was talking to Carmelo Anthony and had the creative mind to say, Lala tastes like Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios at that. Not the bland ones.
The honey nut. It's like, bro. Or did you ever see where he was in Minnesota when he was doing that like mentoring Carl? And I forgot what it was. Some player he did not like, yo.
I saw the one where he was like behind the bench. He was like, "Hell no!"
Okay, yes, that's the one. Oh my god, bro! I was like, yo, like I don't think no one knows, but KG's like my favorite. He's my favorite, like by far. Like,
yeah, you told me about it once. Like,
KG.
You wish he went to college.
I really, if he said it, if he would have went to college, he would have went to Maryland. And I always think about it as in like,
we would have had a chip.
No
question.
Even though like we lost, like me being like my Celtics thing, like we lost someone who was really going to compete with Michael and like Len Bias. Yeah, and it's like coming out of Maryland, like we on the map.
And it's so hard to see because like it was due to drugs, and
I think that can also come in the handy of like just trying to be who you not, like being trendy, like.
I was literally asking myself because I saw something about how Juul, like the company, the Juul was gonna put $440 million into the investigation of teen smoking. Yep. And I literally, like, all my friends that smoke nicotine, they're like, I don't know why I do it. I just do it. Like, And it gets to a certain point where it becomes addictive, and then you start to actually need it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all because people wanted to just fit in.
People just wanted to fit in and be cool, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, they actually it's funny you say that because they actually just lost that lawsuit. I think they had to pay like $434 million because they were targeting teens and kids. So I was like, it ain't all glitz and glamours, kids.
Yeah.
It's not all glitz and glamours, you know. Trying to be trendy is just, to me, it's just played out.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather someone be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're weird, be weird. Because I think everyone's weird.
Everybody's weird.
Everyone's
it's just
weird.
How much do you want to show it?
Exactly.
If you're not weird, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah. If you're not weird, I don't.
The same was I just talked to Adebayo, and I was like, man, I can't even see myself with just regular black plaits.
Yeah. Because
to me that's just so normal, normalized. It's like I can't see myself doing that. And he was like, what are you gonna do? You gonna have blue fur? I was like, no. Probably have every other color but black. So it's just all about being like, you know, back in the day, I feel like it was a stigmatism to like be normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like actually like suppress yourself. Where like I didn't really get that until like maybe like my 8th grade year. I was kind of like, wait a minute, like why do I want to be popular with those kids? Like, I don't even like how they really acting like other people. Like,
that's how it is sometimes.
You know, and I think from like 8th grade to like high school, I really was like, why would I put anyone on a higher pedestal than like myself, or just and a higher pedestal in general? Where I'm like, my whole thing was like, bro,
self-love leads to other people loving you. And
I was on that for a while. Like, yo, man, you're not gonna have the time that you want unless you actually be like, yo.
Yeah.
I do love myself.
Uncle Ron said once, he was like, and for all those people that don't know who Uncle Ron is, that's my uncle. He was like, sometimes you just gotta step in a room like you the man. That's all you gotta do. He was just like, I could be big, I could be 600 pounds, I could be this, that, and the third. It was just like, I know, stepping into the room, I got everybody's eye. And it's just that confidence that comes with it. And that you are who you are, not because you tried to act like somebody, that really leads to you becoming somebody that's popular, somebody that's liked.
Yeah, and absolutely.
The moment you leave high school, that's one thing that you realize didn't matter.
It don't matter. It does not matter.
Because you know what's crazy? I saw some people that were like up here. Moment high school let out, they were hanging out with people that were like down here, and I'm just like
humbled.
Yeah,
they got humbled, man. That's one thing. Like, gotta be humble.
No matter what you do, you gotta treat people the same. Like, you gotta treat them like they're the most important person on the planet.
Yeah,
because you don't know how their day's going.
You never know.
And also, to them, they need to be the most important person.
Sometimes people need it, even if it's from someone that you don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's something that, you know, my mom taught me too. Because like back in the day, I'm like, why are you always talking to everybody? Like, why are you doing? We don't even know these people. And it wasn't till like I got older and I started working myself, and like I was working at Subway, and like I guess this lady really had a bad day, and like the way I just approached her and was like, well, how's your day going? She's like, not that well. I'm like, well, why? Like, what's wrong? Like, you good? Like, you know, and literally like, bro, I'm making her something. Like, sis is telling me like her life story, and it's like, and by the end of that conversation, you can just tell that there was just like a weight, just like she just needed to get that off of her chest.
Sometimes that's all people need, somebody to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't really care, just act like you care. That's all somebody really needs.
That was one of the reasons why I wanted to make this podcast. Yeah. Was like a lot of people in our generation, we do a lot of talking, but we're not really listening.
Yeah.
I love listening because it's like, how else am I going to get to know a person better if I'm always sitting there like, but oh, I didn't know that about. Well, if you would stop talking, maybe you'll get to know me.
Will Smith was asked a question, if there was one rule or law you could make, what would it be? And he said, if people were to get into an argument, before they could say something, they had to repeat what the other person said first. So
really put that in the context of like,
yeah,
you hear what he's saying, like you're not really hearing.
Do you understand what he's saying? So before you even try to
base off,
yeah,
I'm gonna make you understand these words of
yeah,
like this is, and I think a lot of times that we're all like you said, we're already looking for the comeback,
right.
so we're not even like listening to what they said.
Yeah.
We already just trying to think that rebuttal,
We
being
already-
like, oh,
like,
I'm about to be quick.
We already got our hands on our guns.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
For real, people are always ready to just hop and be angry,
Right.
instead of just being like, let me listen,
Mm-hmm.
and having the fact of being like, if two people are angry, 9 times out of 10, what they're saying, they don't really mean.
Right.
And one thing you can't do in this world, you can't take back words.
No.
Can't.
No.
So like, even if I always get in like a situation where me and someone else is angry, I always try to tell them, or they always know like, hey, we mad as hell at each other right now.
Yeah.
Best thing to do is we both take like a cool 24.
Yeah.
Recollect ourselves, because like when we're mad, we looking to cut.
Yeah.
We are looking to cut.
Yeah.
Like we're looking to cut throat. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna say,
And that's the thing with some friends. Some friends are
just cut throat,
cut.
and then try to come back and resolve it when it's like, no, you said something that obviously felt like it was on your mind for a while.
Yeah.
And you just now got heated up enough to say it, when it's like,
Yeah.
if I did something to you, we should be friends enough for you to address it.
Right.
Which is why like I'm so happy that we got like my friend, like our friend group that you seen like a couple weeks ago was like, oh man,
Yeah.
like, what you did the other week, like what you said, like I know we was all joking, but like I ain't really bang with that.
Yeah.
But that's all on just having that understanding, being like,
Yeah.
all right, I ain't mean to say it to like,
Yeah.
you know. That's also just setting up boundaries.
It was interesting. That kind of leads into like what my album is about. Like
Oh,
my
yeah?
album is called "Was It Something I Said."
I like that.
Yeah, and it's a funny story how the name came about, which has nothing to do with like the actual album itself, but at the end of my song Testarossa, my friend Ben said it's a snippet of my friend Ben saying, "Was it something I said?" Now he sent a snippet of that 2 years ago into a group chat, just out of the blue random, because we were talking about something else, and he was just like, "Was it something I said?" And everybody thought it was funny. I thought it was funny too, but I took it and then I put it at the end of that song, Testarossa, because Testarossa is like 2 years old, like the lyrics at least, and it sounded perfect. So I was like, what if I just make this the title of the album? And that led down this path of me being who I am, realizing that I say a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't like pretty often. And like I've been in a lot of situations because of my stupid mouth, so to speak. Or smart mouth. Some people would say smart mouth. But and while I was going through the process of making this album, knowing that the album was called "Was It Something I Said," I'd pay attention to those times where I was kind of being an asshole. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, man,
I was a real dick.
That's something I shouldn't have said. And it would be in the moment too. Like, I remember I was talking to this one girl and I really liked about this guy that she was messing with. And I was just like, you probably shouldn't have let him that close. And then she was just like, and said, you. And I was just like,
He wasn't playing the card right.
She walked out the room. It was in school too. She walked out the classroom. I'm just like, I kind of deserve that. And then, yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, that's good that you can. I like that friend group that you have. Mm-hmm. That, when we always talk off camera, it's something that you reference a lot too. I like the camaraderie of it, because it really reminds me of my friend group. So I mean, man, I have that, but then for you to be that young and then accept accountability.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of people don't.
Yeah, that's the thing that I had to learn.
Mm-hmm. You got to.
And I thank God for this album, because the entirety of 2021, I couldn't really write a song. I had no clue what I was doing for the most part. I was kind of just lost, wondering if this is really what I wanted to do. But it was also part of the fact that we were stuck in the house and I had nothing to write about.
Yeah, you don't, you know.
So when we got back out, I think COVID in and of itself gave a lot of people a chance to say, all right, who am I as a person?
Yeah.
Because you spend a lot of time alone.
Absolutely.
You spend a lot of time in your head.
Yeah.
And you start thinking about like those dark moments and those bad moments, and that leads to you growing and trying to change who you've been.
Absolutely.
And if anything that COVID really helped with, it was that. The ability to become accountable.
Yeah, accountable, and I think, like you said too, like really learning about yourself, because you know, like I said, once the family time's done, you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you're 100% right, because you know during COVID, this was not a thing.
No.
This was not. This is just podcast studio. You know, me doing photography. Like the only thing it was is I was going to the church.
Right.
I love doing that because I always loved dealing with the sound. I love dealing with the cameras. But it's like, even when that got shut down, it's like, well, what else do I have?
Yeah.
And I was like, I was sitting in my room one day and I was like, someone told me, like, yo, you're a real good listener. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't really talk a lot.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, but you're a really good listener and we don't have those. And I was like, okay. And then, you know, talking to some of the older people in our generation and just talking to people too, they always said I had a voice for radio. And you're like, yo, you're dark, like your deep voice and everything or whatever. So I was like, all right. And then it wasn't until someone was like, yo, man, you really be spitting out knowledge that I don't even think you notice. And I was like, what are you talking?
You just talk what you feel.
Yeah, like the first thing, and that's usually like the first thing that everyone has like in their head to be like, you know, in your head you say this, but you're like, no, I can't say that out loud.
Yeah,
it's like no, I was complete opposite of like growing up. I was like the complete opposite. Like even to my mom, like even my mom now was like, you realize you was like 7 years old asking about like conspiracy theories while every other kid was just on Blue's Clues and everything. She was like, you were the one that was always like, there's a big picture here.
Yeah.
So then I just started putting stuff together, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out on this dream. I mean, I had a dream of podcasting, and you know, I wanted to set out and do it. And if it wasn't for, that's why I always, like you said, COVID was a blessing and a curse at the same time. So I mean, it's definitely good, and I'm always so like. I don't want to use proud because it makes me feel like I'm an old head when I talk to you. And I say proud. I realize I'm not that much older than you, but like you really remind me of me. Yeah. And like seeing you that like right now is like, damn, bro, I was right there. Yeah. And like your vibe, like the laugh, the way you joke, like just essentially like just everything. So it's like whenever you come up with some good shit, I'm like, good shit, like you know, it's like, and I always say it's nothing like there's no other feeling than like being giddy or being like happy for someone else to bring you happy news about themselves to where you're like, oh shit, yo out here like doing it like like you told me was like, yo, I'm almost done. I was like, oh shit, like you about to be done, like okay, like you fucking working.
I love seeing my friends win, especially like.
It's not like
some of them going to college, some of them, you know, doing their own thing. But hearing them doing what they're doing, no matter what it is, as long as they're happy with it, like you can't help but be happy for them.
Yeah, you can't help it.
Especially when you know that they've been. Oh, my voice cracked again. When you know they've been through some stuff in their lives that have just been really difficult. To just see them not have to fake a smile. And to genuinely be happy, that just like that means
different.
The world.
Just this is something that you just don't feel. It's just like one of those things where you're like, I'm just smiling. And it's like, yo told me, it's like I had a new promotion. I was like, I got a new promotion.
Well, look
And then,
at God.
and like, we on FaceTime. He's like, I just got a new promotion. He's just like, yeah, I got it. And I'm over here like, he's like, the hell you keep cheesing for, bro? And I'm like,
it's not your job. Like,
yeah, that's what he was like. You ain't get the promotion.
Yeah, bro,
I was like, bro,
you deserve it. Like,
bro, you worked your ass off. Like,
yeah.
I'm happy you got that. Like, hard work pays off. Like, you know. So it's definitely great whenever I see you come up with something different, or whenever I'm walking into the church and like, hey, trying to hear something real quick. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's sorry, Pop Nolan, but this study can wait a little extra 5 seconds, extra 5 minutes or something. I gotta hear this heat first.
Yeah.
So it's always something good. But I heard today that you got some tracks in here tonight.
Yes, sir.
That you would like our audience to listen to.
Yes, sir.
We're definitely going to put them on. We have about three tracks,
Yeah.
3 tracks that we want you to hear. For everyone that doesn't know, his link will be in the description, so you can go to his. I know I almost said SoundCloud. I was so close from saying SoundCloud.
It's a link to my newest song called Testarossa, one that I was just referencing to, that had been at the tail end of the track saying, was it something I said?
Yeah. So for them, what track would you like to get started on? That's what I'm gonna end up doing. So
How about we do Testarossa first? And
you do Testarossa?
Yeah, and then we'll do Don't Mean a Thing after that.
Okay. Everyone, this is Israel's song, Testarossa. We hope you enjoy.
This is how a Ferrari Testarossa looks on the road. And this is how a Ferrari Testarossa looks to the road.
We only speaking facts, nigga, for real. Hop in car and start the mob with it, for wheel. ATV, and I don't think we had a plan for this. No strategize or analyze or overthink this shit. We'll bring this shit to you if you can't come this way. Don't blow me off as I ain't got something to say. And we put it in rotation like this shit a relay. You ain't got my money yet, now tell me what's the delay. Go. Theoretic, so I'm buying some more. Don't approach me on this shit unless you really want smoke. They keep saying this music thing is something I should let go. But I got so much more open. I can't believe I fallen in lust. I've been looking around like bro, like tell me who can I trust? Can these bitches on my line? Can my Cartier's blind? You not in his girl, you in mine. So I really don't mind, I don't mind shorty coming this way. If we do it to the AM, then you might as well stay. Have you ever been to B-more? I ain't talking to Bay. And you ain't my baby yet, but I'm still calling you Bay. I'm a wanderer, thinking if it ever had occurred to her that the money I'm making is standing right in front of her. I mean, I can make everything more affordable, but a trip to Paris, would that mean much more to you? Grab a Birkin bag and you're just for yourself. Need to be set free, but can't be by myself. Can't live in a lie, and you wonder why. I dream of Testarossa. Dream of Testarossa. Dream of Testarossa. Instead. What the style is, I tell her so long. She rockin' diamonds forever like she was Miss Leon. All alone at Big Tiffany's, how you plan to go lightly. I be taking time writing, you know that I like these Versace, duffel bad looks. You wouldn't think for all the time that it took. She got a dress but lost her shoes and a ruin that we booked. Missing out on all these parties, already knew that we would. When it comes to me, she never be reluctant. Even when you see, you know it's still hard to trust it. I'ma get the plastic go the way that I'ma run shit. Face so mundane, but you know that you gon' love this. So we never really trip about the past. Had to make it count for the shit I've been looking past. I know you really are, shorty, you can drop the mask. And the top will fall with it, baby, you just had to ask. Fashion week, New York, the style every time. My arrows roaming the air, just proves that I belong. She got her walls blocked off by all the tapestry. Always on the go, so there's no way you can capture me. Like kid, I say, who gon' tell you the truth after me? We like A to Z, so can you tell me why you crying me? So we adjust, turn this vibe into a must. And I'll turn the plane around if you start to make a fuss. Grab a Birkin bag and you're just for yourself. Need to be set free, but can't be by myself. Can't live in a lie, and you wonder why. I dream of Testarossa. Dream of Testarossa. Dream of Testarossa. Instead of you.
Is it something I said?
This is how a Ferrari Testarossa looks on the road. And this is how a Ferrari Testarossa looks to the road.
We only speaking facts, nigga, for real. Hop in car and start the mob with it, for wheel. ATV and I don't think we had a plan for this. No strategize or analyze or overthink this shit. We'll bring this shit.
All right, so that was Testarossa. I like that. I think your friend at the end.
Yeah. And you know, I realized at a certain point, as much as you could take music seriously, just have fun with it.
Yeah, I think you have to take fun.
Yeah.
You have to, because if you're just so uptight and so up about the business, like you're not gonna enjoy the little things.
Sometimes you need something that makes people laugh.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's just like that simple ha. That makes the difference.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
Before
For
we
real.
keep going, I want to shout out Cam Martin, aka J Rose, who let me use his studio to record these songs. You know, he stuck with me throughout the whole entire album, and making it. So I really thank him.
Yeah,
he's another
definitely.
person.
Definitely shout out to J Rose. Really, if he's available, I would love to have him and you on at the same time. And you know, like I said, we here to you know.
He's an artist too. He's really good.
Oh, I would definitely. I would look, man. I would look.
Like, you know how
Tell him
you
once
know
the
how,
show
you know
we're
how
gonna be doing.
Pharrell was like talking about him and Nigo, and he was like, Nigo's savant, and I'm just Vaunt. It's the same way. He's savant, and I'm just Vaunt.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Most definitely, if he has time, that would be cool to definitely bring him on.
Yeah.
And I think he'll fuck with the vibes.
Yeah.
I think we be straight. But I think, man, definitely shout out to him, because I think someone asked me, where did you go? And I was like, I have no idea. I was like, and I told him, I was like, you're gonna have to tune in tonight to watch.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have to tune in to find out. Because like I said, your stuff was blowing up at the office today.
Crazy enough, did that in the bedroom.
Really?
Yeah, did that in the bedroom. It wasn't any like crazy big studio. We just had a mic, we had a computer, a monitor, and some headphones.
You made it do what it do.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man, it's like I posted the other day. I was like, about podcasting. I was like, you don't need to go out and break your back and buy like a $4,000 camera.
Just get what you
or
can.
get what you can with that within
Like,
your budget right now.
The first mic I used for the first song I ever made, first few songs I ever made, was a $24 mic. $24 mic. And I kept seeing those videos of people who were just like, you have no excuse. Just
go do it.
go do it.
Just go do it.
And in time, you'll get those opportunities. And that's what I realized. Like, if you can focus on working on what you want to work on, and people will say, all right, maybe the quality wasn't that good here, but we heard what you were saying and we liked what you were saying. Those opportunities will open up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's not, it'll take some time, but you shouldn't have to, go broke on trying to do your first thing when it's like, look, the expensive mics, it's coming.
Yeah.
But I need something
I tell
now.
all my friends that want to do stuff, I said, my fault.
No, you good, bro.
I tell them, just do it once. And if you don't like it,
You
You
ain't
don't
out
have to
of,
do it again.
yeah, you're not out of nothing.
You're
And
not,
you
yeah.
certainly wouldn't be
Yeah.
out of, like, imagine if they really wanted to go into this and spend like $2,400 on a mic and now they don't like it.
Now they don't want to do it anymore.
Now you out of $2,400 and it's just like, you know, this is not, like, I don't want to say it's not worth it because it's worth it, but it's not to break your back or break your bank account for. Like you said, just go out and just do it. Look, test drive. I said the first episode of Let's Talk the Talk literally was a pilot.
Yeah.
Wasn't meant to show anyone.
Right.
It was literally just me and my sister Kia, and I was like, I gotta get used to being on camera.
You just gotta get used
And
to
she was like, oh well, I'll sit down with you,
And it's
talk
the same
with
thing
you.
with the mics. So you gotta get used to
you
being
just
on
gotta
the mic.
be on the mic. You got. I think. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. I think certain people in your industry aren't used to like actually just hearing themselves.
Nah,
Or is
I wasn't used to hearing myself.
Yeah.
Like the first song I ever made, "Fall Into Place," like that was completely dubbed lower because I felt like my voice was too high. And then I had a friend tell me, "You don't need that. Like you don't need that. Just play the song.
Mm-hmm.
Just play the song and don't worry about it." And you realize that you sound 10 times better than what you think.
Absolutely. I think that's a lot.
You're always gonna pick out the imperfections.
Yeah, that's just you.
This is you versus your own critic. And your critic's always gonna figure it out.
Speak, bro, because I do the same thing. Like I know a lot of people always ask me like, do you ever watch yourself at the show? Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
No, don't get in.
No. Exactly. Because I know I'm going to be like, damn, I should have looked at the camera this way.
Yeah.
Or like, damn, I should have clicked on this button and interacted with this person. And it's just going to be a whole lot of like, damns, whatever.
Exactly what it is. It's human.
Exactly, Mundo. I have never and probably won't ever watch it. You know what? If there's a funny snippet, I'll go back and watch the snippet, but I won't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
People just like, you don't do it? No, not at all. I don't have the feel for it because, like you said, I know how I will critique myself.
Right.
So there's like no point of it. But I'm comfortable now. I mean, look, we doing it what it do. But let's definitely get to this next track before we close out. Cause Lil, do you know we had an hour?
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Didn't realize. Look, yo, the beautiful,
just chopping it up.
The beautifulness of podcasting, the unlimited, not gonna make you feel like this girl, what are you doing? Next? I'm not gonna, bro. Let's chop it up. Let's have a good convo like we usually have, because we always have banger conversations when we always like. There's not a dull time where I'm like, I call it the dumbfounded shit. We're just like,
what's the time? Like,
someone please call my damn phone. Like, it's never with that, and I love being with people like that, because I'm the first one to admit that where it's like, if you're not like, I have to stay with people. I consistently don't feel the need of being like, it's been 3 hours I've been chilling with this dude. I gotta let me go, because it was trying to. I don't like. You know, so it's like I like spending like if you're like I gotta spend all day.
I like the moment. I like the moments in time where time isn't where you're not in them.
Yo, those be the or like
you can hang out with somebody, start hanging out with 4, and then it's dark and you just think it's like 8, and then you realize it's fucking 12 a.m.
You're like, where has the time going? Like, oh my gosh, or just like the times where you just geeking over nothing.
Right.
It's like, bro, we really been in the car laughing for 4 minutes over something that's like not even really that funny. It really
wasn't even that funny.
It's not even that funny, bro. But definitely, what is the next track that you wanted to have us listen to so we can do the?
That's a good question. Because Expensive Clothes is good, and I got a story about that.
You let me know.
But Expensive Clothes is out. I think what I could do is just play the one song that isn't out yet. So let's do Don't Mean a Thing.
All right. Up next, we had Don't Mean a Thing. Hope you guys enjoy.
Niggas smoking that KC pack tonight. Niggas saying we on KC pack tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. Really love for you to get comfortable with us. Dreams to reality in the building, so get comfortable. Rose Records in the building, so get comfortable. No, this don't mean a thing without you. Tell me what it is.
She wearing so much pink, you would think I idle Cameron. Get so rated R when I start to turn the cam on. Is he I'm the one that they always put the blame on? Made a couple hits, it's not like me to put the brakes on. Spent a couple weeks in February. Rest on your knees, I know your feet get weary. Only L's in my name and pools I lose so rarely. I get your fears lifting when shit's hard to carry on. And switch the subject, change the style up just so you won't object. Presidential suite all afternoon, we ain't get to lunch yet. But it seems it came to life just to clear our conscience. All this prime shit, don't tell your mom shit. I'd rather make it real than to make a promise. Honest, we ain't taking the cut the time that we spend. Sub-tweets about me all over your spam. Say it to me straight, don't start to clam. The shade you throw scorches live that lives in your land. Places to preside, greatest reason to me's mine. Goes in a hurry, benefits to reap. I really got a problem with showing off. Too often, make it seem like I'm so new on. My fault, I know I really piss you off. So I'll put you on a plan as soon as work is off. No matter what I do, shorty, it don't mean a thing without you. If I don't get to sing about you, Frankie Lane with it, make it seem like I don't get spring without you. So let's make our own bound to. Damn, I know, shorty, I can really gun your nerves. And I get you what you need, just gotta give me the word. Yeah, I can keep you here, but I'd rather take you to Turks. No longer with it, still let's make a heaven on earth. Yes, sir.
New Izzy, DTR, Rose Records. You knew we wouldn't be gone for long. Was it something I said? Album of the year. Guess that's why you here. Let the beat ride from here.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That was different.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. I really appreciate you giving us that snippet. Because you said that one's not on.
It's not out yet.
See, look at that, y'all. Giving y'all snippets and exclusives, bro. Like, look at you already. I got an exclusive. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I appreciate your time coming out here. It's only up from here, bro. This is literally, it's only up. We're going to plug you in.
Yeah.
We're going to put you in. And you got a lot of talent, bro. You got a lot of talent. And I know a lot of people who do this. But you exceed. I definitely want to get you, tapped into around here as well. Because I think you got something that can definitely take off. I can definitely see these tracks being on, TikTok, YouTube. Like I said, like we was talking on camera, this track is gonna be my outro.
Yeah.
Because I love it so much. I love the vibe and I love the feel, man. So just keep up the good work. And if you ever need anything from me, from Brass Mill,
I appreciate you, man.
you definitely don't even hesitate.
Yeah.
You always got a family over here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Definitely always got a family over here. But definitely give out some of your ads so people can follow you as well too.
Right. My Instagram is at 1ZZ_Y. My Twitter is Saint Thomas, but it's SA1NTTHOMAS. And my TikTok is at Just Izzy with the 1.
Okay, we got all the ads out. Definitely give him a follow. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their grandmother to tell their dog to tell the other dog to tell the other owner.
Get some cats in the mix.
Get some cats in the mix too, But definitely, he has a bright future. Everyone, definitely up and coming, on the rise. It's only a matter of time before y'all start seeing them being booked. So y'all definitely want to hop on the train early. Look, man, this man, you're not even 20 yet.
Turn 19 next month.
Not even 20, bro. And look at what he's doing out here, man. Definitely keep up the good work.
I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for watching. It was a blast tonight. I was able to have a little brother on. He was able to drop some key knowledge, just having a good time too. That's all what we're all about here on Let's Talk the Talk in the business suites and executive suites of Brass Mill. That's what we all are about. When you come here, you just don't join.
Yeah.
A team. You join our actual family. This is some family stuff that we do around here. So you guys definitely want to come by, take a tour of the suites. We got new up and coming things.
Yeah.
So.
All around. We got new
All around.
things
Oh yeah. All around.
Not even just with me.
All around. Look,
This podcast is gonna keep getting better.
Look, you can even come meet him.
Hey. Give me a call.
You can already meet him. But thank you guys. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Apple, Spotify. We might even be on your grandma TV watching this, so you already know we do.
Harvey's guys.
Yeah, I like that. That's how we gonna end up. We on some Steve Harvey, all right? Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next